Modern cars carry enough code and connectivity to function as mobile data centers. With dozens of networked control units and constant cellular links, the surface area for a potential cyber attack is immense. To manage these risks, international regulators like the UNECE have introduced R155. These rules legally mandate that automakers maintain a cybersecurity management system across the entire 15-year lifespan of a vehicle. This diagram shows the Automotive Trilemma, a framework balancing three priorities: security, speed, and serviceability. The conflict is hardware physics. Adding encryption layers consumes processing power. Pushing the security node to its maximum causes vehicle boot times and manufacturing speeds to drop below acceptable limits. When digital protections are prioritized without considering the physical outcome, the car can fail to function. A system that is mathematically secure might take too long to start in an emergency, or slow down a high-speed assembly line until the plant becomes unprofitable. The first line of defense is secure boot. This process uses asymmetric encryption keys to verify the authenticity of the software the moment the vehicle is powered on. But checking all those keys takes time. If the verification process lags by even a few milliseconds, the vehicle's internal network will assume a component has failed, preventing the engine from starting. Engineers bypass this delay using a method called hybrid boot. This flowchart shows how the vehicle handles cloud updates. It uses a complex asymmetric key to verify the download just once, ensuring the code is untampered. Once complete, the car generates a fast symmetric key for all subsequent starts, verifying integrity instantly. This decouples external cloud security from the immediate performance needs of the driver, satisfying both the security and speed requirements of the trilemma. This monotonic counter inside a secure storage block only ticks upward, ensuring that if a hacker injects an older, vulnerable firmware, the system rejects it. While preventing rollback attacks, it blocks manufacturers from rolling back buggy updates, effectively immobilizing the car. To avoid this, modern microcontrollers utilize A-B dual flash banks. With two separate memory slots, the car verifies a new update in the background B bank, while the driver uses the A bank. When confirmed, the system swaps the boot pointer to the new bank, but can immediately revert if something goes wrong. This approach treats security as a background task, ensuring the car remains operational even when a critical software update fails. Physical hardware security often involves burning eFuses, permanent physical locks on a chip, that shut down debug ports to prevent hackers from connecting a laptop and stealing encryption keys. However, permanently locking these ports can violate right-to-repair laws. If an independent mechanic can't access the diagnostic data, they can't perform basic repairs or sensor calibrations, forcing the owner back to a licensed dealer. The compromise is a shift toward dynamic permissions through a protocol called UDS Service 29. This diagram illustrates a tiered access system. Using digital certificates, a local mechanic can be granted a temporary key that allows them to read engine codes or calibrate a camera without giving them any access to the car's core security keys or firmware. By moving from permanent hardware locks to software-defined permissions, automakers can protect the vehicle from hackers while still allowing the independent repair market to function. Securing a modern vehicle is an effort stretching from the physical silicon fuses in the engine to the global cloud infrastructure used for updates. The industry is now preparing for the arrival of quantum computers. These systems are theoretically capable of using Shor's algorithm to solve the mathematical problems that protect our current encryption keys in a matter of seconds. Engineers are already integrating post-quantum cryptography into the latest hardware. This ensures that a vehicle sold today will still be able to defend its data against these new mathematical attacks a decade from now. Building a secure car is an exercise in managing the automotive trilemma over a 15-year timeframe. Success isn't just about making the car unhackable, it's about ensuring that even with military-grade protection, the driver can still start their car in milliseconds, and their local mechanic can still fix a broken sensor.